There's only like one thing I think about like when I'm interested on the internet. You know what I'm saying? It's not Instagram or fucking Twitter, you feel me? It's a website, you know what I'm saying? It starts with a P, you know what I'm saying? That's like, I'm interested in porn on the internet, that's it. But that's about it. Like, oh yeah, SoundCloud.
Alright, what's up guys, it's Shadow. We're back for another tutorial video. This week we're going to be covering how to make a Snot type beat. I've been putting this one off for a while because, you know, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to really do it justice, but so many people keep asking for a Snot type beat, so I just said, fuck it. We're going to make a Snot type beat today, you know? We're going to fucking just full send this shit. We're going to do it. Before we start the video, I want to say the like goal for this week is going to be 75 likes. Normally, I keep it at around 25 to 50, but you guys have been really killing it with likes, so we're going to go for 75 this week. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it, but let's shoot for 75. If you like the video, you know, hit the subscribe button. I post these tutorials every Saturday, sometimes Sunday because I get lazy or busy, but for the most part, I post these videos every week. So if you like tutorials, if you like to learn about different artists and their styles, definitely hit the subscribe button, guys. So yeah, before we start the video, let's address the elephant in the room. My FL Studio looks fucking sick, dude. I figured out how to get skins on FL Studio. If you guys want to know how to get skins on FL Studio, I'll leave a link in the description on how to get them because, my god, this looks so cool and I'm so happy with it. Yeah, guys, I just kind of wanted to stop here and say like thank you for the support on these videos. I'm like, my channel has been, oh my god, what the fuck am I saying? Yeah guys, my channel has been doing like the best that it's ever been, and I mean it's projected to just keep going, and I am so grateful for every one of you guys that, you know, leaves a like, leaves a comment, tells me that you look forward to these every week. That shit, literally, that's what keeps me going. So like, from the bottom of my heart, guys, seriously, thank you so much for like giving me this platform to do what I fucking love to do. I will never not be grateful for this opportunity, and I love giving back to you guys in the community. And with that being said, ShadowKit version 2 is coming soon. I don't want to spoil too much because at the time of this video's release, I don't know where I'm going to be at, but I promise you guys ShadowKit V2 is coming very soon. All that stuff out of the way, guys, let's get into the video. Alright guys, for the Snot type beat, we're going to set the BPM to 144. The reason it's 144 is because of the sample I found, but I think 144 is a good range for a Snot type beat. They can be faster and they can be slower, but that like sort of 135 to 145 range is it's like a pretty good middle range for a Snot type beat. Now that we have that out of the way, let's get into the sound selection for the beat. Just look how fucking sexy my FL Studio is, bro. Damn, bro. Alright, so we're gonna start off with the Ronny hi-hat 2 from the Gucci kit, the Phi snare from the Gucci kit, the ATL snare from the Gucci kit, dead kick, sorry, from the Gucci kit. Wow, I'm noticing a trend. Everything's from the fucking Gucci kit in this video. Everything is from the Gucci kit. And then the last thing is the damn 808. That's what it sounds like after I made edits to it. We'll go over that later in the video. So yeah guys, that does it for the sound selection. Now we're going to move on to the sample. Real quick, this is what the sample sounds like. I'm just going to play it for you guys. Alright, so you guys kind of get the idea. It's like an orchestra sort of style sample. I mean, you know how Snot's beats are, you know, he either gets like a really upbeat, like sometimes he'll use guitar or something, but like other times he'll use like a really sometimes he'll use like choir vocals or like a girl singing or like violins or something like that. But a lot of Snot type beats I think are like samples, and I found this sample on Looperman. A lot of people ask me, where do you get your samples? Looperman. I'm broke, I can't afford a Splice account. So yeah, go on Looperman. I searched literally like orchestra, I think, and I mean, you could see at the top here it says Pop Smoke. This is a Pop Smoke sample or loop. but I just use it for the Snot type beat. We're gonna get to what I did with this sample here at the end. No, we're not. We're gonna cover it now. If you notice, what I did with the sample is when the hook starts, there is 3 different samples. And what I did is there's this second sample, and then there's this third sample. So basically what I did is I took I copied the sample twice, and I just clicked up here and clicked make unique, and for the first sample I pitched it down all the way, and for the second sample I pitched it up all the way. Basically I stacked them on top of each other and EQ'd them. I'll go over this EQ real quick right now. So for the sample with no edits, I just put a reverb on it, didn't do anything to the settings, and then a delay with this time setting, and I just turned it way down. So for the higher pitch sample, I took an EQ and I cut out almost all the low end, so the higher pitch sample is only contributing high end, and I made it really quiet because if all of these played at the regular volumes, they started to clash a little bit, and I didn't want that. And then for the third sample, the lower pitch sample, I took almost all the high end out. Basically I wanted the higher pitch sample to only be high end and the lower pitch sample to only be low end. So the lower pitch one is like a bass to the loop, and the higher pitch one is like a top melody almost. And the reason I did this is so that when the hook plays, the song gets way more full than it was before. Alright guys, now that we're done with the sample for the beat, we're gonna go into the drums. We're gonna start off with the hi-hats. This is a really simple hi-hat pattern. It's just a 2-step where in between some notes, I add these little, you know, extra notes, and then these extra notes. It's just basically hi-hat rolls. I'm going to play the pattern, and you guys can hear what it sounds like. Yeah, there you go, guys. There's not much I could say. Full velocity, no like velocity change, nothing like that. Super simple 2-step hi-hat, add some rolls. Alright, moving on to the clap. I actually use snares for the claps because I took influence from Snot's song Human, where it's sort of similar BPM to this beat, and in that beat the clap that they use is a snare, and to get that sound I layered 2 snares. I layered the phi snare like this, and I layered the ATL snare like this. Alright guys, now we're going to move on to the kick. Just sort of have fun with it, you know, take influence from other songs. There's really no pattern that you have to follow, but I'm going to play you my kick pattern, and you can sort of take influence and see what you guys want to do. Alright guys, that's the kick pattern. Nothing too crazy, honestly pretty simple. We're gonna move on to the 808 now. Alright guys, now we're on to the 808. This is where it gets pretty fun. Honestly, nothing crazy at all. I need to stop fucking saying But yeah, for the 808, I pitched it. Oh my god, So guys, for the 808, really simple pattern. I just follow the kick, and it hits on a C note, and at the very end, the last 2 notes go up to a D note and an E note, and basically, yeah, that's the pattern. I'm gonna play it for you guys, and you guys can hear what it sounds like. Yeah, guys, there you go. That's the pattern. For my best advice for 808s is follow your kicks. Literally just copy and paste your kicks for the 808 pattern, and then alter the notes, make sure it's pitched correctly, and then do what you want with the notes. Just have fun. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for the 808 pattern and the drums completely. Now we're gonna get into the structuring. Alright guys, so for the structuring, the first 8 bars is gonna be the lower pitched loop. Then I bring everything in for the hook. Then I take most of it out for the first verse, and then sort of build it back up, and then it just repeats. You know, that's it. It just repeats one more time. So I bring the hook back in the second verse, and then I bring the hook back in, but that's sort of like the outro of the beat. And I just have this master, you know, automation clip where I just drag the volume down at the end. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for structuring. Really simple, nothing too crazy. Now we're gonna move on to what I did in the master channel real quick. Alright, so what I did for this beat is I took the limiter off, added a soft clipper onto the master channel. Anything that was clipping here, I put a soft clipper on, like drum wise. I don't need to go too in depth about that. We already went over what I did for the sample, so I don't really need to go back into that. This is the 808. I put a fast distortion on it and I just turned it way down. I put a destructor on it but then decided not to use it, and then a sound goodizer all the way up on the B setting. And then for the kick, I put a soft clipper on it, and I just side chained it by clicking this little button right here. I selected the kick channel and then clicked this button on the 808 channel. Alright guys, that's all I did for the effects. That's going to wrap up the video. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't, don't. Subscribe if you want more. Like I said, I post these videos every week. I try my best to post these every week. Yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Comment below who you want to see me do next. And yeah guys, have a good day or night. Peace.